Hello, my name is Debbie Ison of Tranquil Awakenings, and I'm a therapist and a therapy trainer. And I've just had an absolutely fantastic and inspiring session with a client that's prompted me to come on here and talk about today's topic, which is in between lives. And I know a few of you have had questions relating to this. So firstly, what do I mean by the in-between life state? Basically, it's when you've left your body in one lifetime and before you incarnate into your body during the next lifetime. And there are lots of different reasons why we may choose to access this. Sometimes I may take a client back in their current lifetime, regressing them back through childhood, infancy, all the way back through to before they incarnated and went into the womb, to find out why particular events have happened to them within this lifetime. And that can give them a great insight and acceptance as to things that have happened to them, and also allow them to make positive changes going forwards. At other times, however, we would access this state by going through a past life regression. And that's where we experience a previous lifetime that individual has experienced, taking them through all the significant events of that lifetime, their death, and then going through into that in-between life state. Now, when most people go into the in-between life state, the first thing that they tend to notice is the peace all around them. They feel an overwhelming sense of connection, often accompanied by a bright light, and they feel totally at ease. Now, why I like working within this space is it allows us access to that individual's entire history, past, present and future, as much as we are allowed to be aware of at that time. So sometimes in that in-between life state, we will focus on the healing that needs to take place, the releasing any trauma that took place in the previous lifetime, collecting any fragments of soul or energy that got lost or misplaced through any trauma or difficult events, and also any releasing that needs to take place so that those traumas or difficulties don't come through in this lifetime. At other times, we may focus on the soul connection with other individuals who were in that previous life, and also perhaps the roles that they're playing within the current lifetime. And that can be really important because it can give a greater understanding as to why there's been a connection, both good and bad, with an individual. And it can allow for healing, release and forgiveness. And this can be really powerful because going forward it can allow the individual I'm working with to perceive situations in their day-to-day life in a very different way. So that's something else that we can do in that in-between life state, is communicate with other souls that we've either had in our previous lifetimes or that we've had current lifetime interactions with. Now, this is really impactful as well because it allows us to have an understanding of our purpose, why we're here, what our lessons were, and we can evaluate those lessons that we've had previously, whether or not we learnt them, or whether or not we need to come back and repeat those lessons, and what it is that we've achieved during our lifetimes. Because all of that helps us to then make a decision of what we're going to do, who we're going to be, and how we're going to live in this lifetime. So by accessing that information, we may need to look at more previous lifetimes to find it all out. What we can then do is we can get a bigger picture as to what the lessons, learning and purposes are for now. And if there's any karma that needs to be balanced, any wrongdoings that have happened in the past that need to be put right. So what we may also do in between that life state is talk to guides, beings that are there to help and assist us so that we have a greater understanding of what needs to occur to help us to heal, learn and grow. This may become in the form of individual guides that assist us, or it may be in terms of a council of elders or beings that are there to help us reflect and review our life's progress and journey. Other things that can be encountered in that in-between life state are interactions with our soul groups and soul families to work out who we really are and to get a better sense of our energy. And often we can also look at why specifically we've chosen the lifetimes we have now. For example, with my client today, we looked at what options she had in terms of whether she was male or female, whether or not she had a certain level of intelligence, who she was born to, where she was choosing to incarnate, and the greater purpose for that. So all in all, the in-between life state gives us a great capability to gain access to higher information, to know that we are there continuously, that no matter what happens to our physical bodies, we're safe and well, and that we're part of a learning adventure where we keep healing, learning, growing and improving, and that we are also empowered within that we actually have a lot of say in what we choose for our lifetimes, and that can help us now and in the future. I hope you found that little overview of In-Between Lives interesting, and please remember to like and subscribe my page. And if you've had any experiences, whether they're near-death experiences, past life experiences, or experiencing that in-between life state, either through meditation, through a dream, or anything else that spontaneously occurred, please do let me know. I'm always fascinated to hear your stories. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye for now.